What is up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music as a musician myself, and today I'm going to be doing a PayPal request for Red Blaze 27. This is a game that I have yet to play, but I definitely am aware of it now. It's Persona 3. This song is called Deep Breath, or just Deep Breath by itself. I'm not sure which one. But either way, I did Persona 3 not too long ago. I think I did like one of the ending songs from what the comments tell me. Either way, Persona, I discovered it on this channel and it's basically yet to miss. So I pretty much admitted that every time I hear Persona, it's pretty much going to be a good time. But I'm always curious as to what the genre is going to sound like and what it's going to do. And so far, I believe 3 may have some of the most memorable pieces, but that's debatable. Anyway, this is Deep Breath. Deep Breath? All right.
Feeling no pressure, but appears in the media. Getting jiggy with on fine place, I'm telling you. Anyway you be from New York to Siberia.
Lotus juice?
Shake it every day. I'ma put it down, grabbing this crown. Lay your dollars on the ground, gonna double up now. 65 to 4 to 3, 2. One more time, heavy punchline about to cruise. Let it go, let it out, let it go, let it out. Take a deep breath, deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Lay low, lay high, lay low, lay high. Until you feel the vibes that touch the sky. Let it go, let it out, let it go, let it out. Take a deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Lay low, lay high, lay low, lay high. Until you feel the vibes.
I'm trying to hear the piano in the background.
Feeling no pressure, but appears in the media. Getting jiggy with come fine place, I'm telling you. Anywhere you be from New York to Siberia. Gotta feel your own beat and shake it every day. I'ma put it down, grabbing this crown. Lay your dollars on the ground, gonna double up now. 65 to 4 to 3, 2, 1 more.
Actually, I'm not sure if that is Lotus Juice.
About to cruise. Let it go, let it out, let it go, let it out. Take a deep breath, deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Lay low, lay high, lay low, lay high. Until you feel the vibes that touch the sky. Let it go, let it out, let it go, let it out. Take a deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Lay low, lay high, lay low, lay high. Until you feel the vibes that touch the sky. Feeling no pressure, but appears in the media. Getting jiggy with come fine place, I'm telling you. Anywhere you be from New York to Siberia. Gotta feel your own beat and
Oh, it's over?
I'ma put it down, grabbing this crown. Lay your dollars on the ground, gonna double up now. 65 to 4 to 3, 2, 1.
Maybe I spoke too soon. One second, let me do a little bit of research before I dive into this one just a bit. One second. Okay, so here's my honest thoughts about this. First of all, it's really cool seeing hip-hop represented in video games. It is very, very rare. It does exist in video games, but it does not exist how we think. It's mostly just like licensed tracks that are used as opposed to original music made for it. So I'll give it credit on that because I can't really think of many games that do that. I'm trying to think, but I can't at the moment. So it is in fact Lotus Juice, who's very talented and also has that other female accompaniment. I think it's Yumi something. Either way, great delivery. The beat was really good, but in my honest opinion, I think the music was, maybe it's fitting in game for sure. It has to be. Persona's very artistic and they know what they're doing. But I'm just saying, as far as like a blind listen, the music was kind of jarring and kind of hard to follow. It wasn't really following like a specific key, and it just kind of felt like kind of like glitchy and all over the place. So immediately, like as soon as the vocal started, I'm like, oh my god, this belongs on such a better beat, like a better remix or something. And then that opened my mind to two things. I got curious and I looked up, I just typed in Deep Breath remix, and there's a bunch, right? So that's good to know that I'm not the only one who felt that way. But also, this is Persona we're talking about. Persona, especially 3, I think they have like 2 or 3 versions of each song or something like that. So I'll have to check that out on my own time. But as far as this goes, which I'm believing is the original from the game, I can honestly say that it just didn't really, it just didn't sound good, I guess. I know. I just said that Persona never misses, so I kind of jinxed myself. But look, as someone who's coming from a hip hop background, well, I listen to everything, but I definitely, you know, have listened to enough to have like an opinion. This is why remixes are so cool, is because they just take the vocal part or the drum part or the same BPM and they just put it on different beats. You know, you can have a song come to life multiple times. So the song isn't bad. Even the lyrical content wasn't bad. It was just kind of like a good time. Just the only thing I didn't really like was just the melody, the music. It was just kind of all over the place. And it was clashing with her vocals a little too, which kind of, I don't know. I guess it just didn't feel right to me. That's the only way I can put it. You know, I can't like force myself to be like, oh yeah, well there was this part. No, it's just like if I didn't like it, then I just didn't like it. Song was cool, vocals were cool, lyrics were cool, beat was cool, beat as in the drums, and the kind of like glitched out piano on the left side, this side, was pretty cool too. But everything else was like, it was like overshadowing it all. So in my opinion, I'm going to take a scientific guess that the rest of the remixes probably sound way better. Now, do not take personal offense to this. Songs are subjective. My opinion is not correct. Yours is not correct. They're just opinions. And especially as someone who grew up with hip hop and you know, loves this kind of stuff, I am more excited to hear it as a remix or somewhere else to show its true potential. I feel like this kind of hindered it. That's just my honest opinion. Lotus Juice kills it. I think he's really, really good. He has an awesome delivery. I've already compared him to Shingo 2, which is a huge honor, you know. But this did nothing for me as far as like a setting, battle, nothing. I was just focused on like the sounds that were going into my head. It was like glitch hop, which is a genre, but like done kind of off. You know, it's kind of rare that I get something that I don't fancy on the channel, but it's bound to happen. I can't like everything. It's very rare though. I'm talking like less than, I think maybe less than 5 on this whole series, and I've done a lot. So nothing wrong with the song. I'm just gonna say that one more time. It's just I have nothing really to say about it because it just didn't fit to me. Of course, context is needed, but you know what? Even with context, I'll go willing as far as to say that it still wouldn't have done anything for me. That's how much I'm confident in that one not clicking with me, you know. Oh well. I'm super down to hear the remixes though. I'm sure. I'm very curious what you guys have to say, of course, because you know most of the time my comment section is just like, you know, yeah, I agree or whatever, but it's like, that's cool, but I also want to know your constructive criticism as well. Pretend like you were hearing this for the first time. What did you think the first time you heard this? You know, do you agree? Do you not? It's fine. Like we can have opinions. So I'm just more curious about that now. So let me know. And in the meantime, I'm going to skedaddle through this video before I get flamed. But cool song, just fell short to me musically, which is kind of important for me, especially in the genre of hip hop, which just has such a, you know, limited palette. Just it's really the genre really shines in the music. The beat can carry it so far, but the music is absolutely necessary, in my opinion. Anyways, if you want to send a request to me, you can do so on Patreon or PayPal. Either are okay, but they're not necessary. A VGM, I should say. Just, it's gotta be a little bit of a wait. If you do not mind waiting, there is the Platinum tier on Patreon. And a big shout out to Fly, Justin, Orange, Rogue Monk, Vincent, and Jester, and all the other patrons here. Thanks to Red Blaze for the request. And thank you guys, the Persona fans and everyone else that watches these videos. Thank you so much. My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium, and we found our first miss from Persona. Peace.